This lecture, we're going to demonstrate how to manage your Commserve from another server. Let's say you want to manage it from another server totally, because you log into the Commserve, this guy here, and it puts a strain on your Commserve. Maybe your Commserve is not as beefy as you'd like it to be, so then you would just manage it from another location. So in order to do that, you would need to log in to the so by default, right? You're when you install Commvault and you get it up on IS and all that stuff, right? You have the web server essentially logged in, the Commserve. What happens is this: your to log into the server, the Commserve from another location, you would type in your like HTTP, then the whack, and then your Commserve name, port 81/console. That's the default, by the way. So let's give that a try. So this is the Commserve. We're going to log into our Active Directory server and try to open up a Commserve browser session. So this is our Active Directory server. Or right, we're gonna just pull up Internet Explorer and then go from there. So we pull up Internet Explorer. So we're going to type in this URL into the Windows, the Internet Explorer. That's our port 81. So the Commserve name dot domain name, port 81/console. Push enter. Okay, looks like it's starting to do something here. Looks like it's going to. Okay, so what it does is it asks you to open or save a Galaxy JNLP file. So we're going to save as, we're going to put it on our desktop actually. If you don't have Java on your computer, you want to download that, by the way. We're going to put it, save it there. Save it. Override it. Yep. Okay, now it's downloaded. So we're going to just close it out there. Close that. Move that over. Close this. We don't need that one. Close this one. We don't need that one. Okay. So now Galaxy's here. So we just double click on it. Let me minimize this screen here. Minimize you. Okay, starting to load locations, trying to load starting the application. It's still loading. The application is still loading, so we're going to give it a couple minutes. So you're prompted with this pop-up here. Do you want to run this application? Of course you do, right? So we want to run that. So let's just click on run. So it's kind of nice. So you're able to log into any computer, basically on the network, on the domain, right? And you're able to just log in and view the Commserve. And of course, based on your Active Directory permissions, that's the permission. Those are the permissions you're going to get in the Commserve. Okay, Commvault's coming up. Okay, since I'm logged in as admin on this server, it's going to automatically do a single sign-on for me. So over here, back at the Commserve, I just want to show you real quick where that setting is at. It's on. We're going to go to click on Configuration, and then Email and Web Server. So Email and Web Services. Then we're going to click on Web Server. Okay. So you'll probably notice a couple things here, right? So if you wanted to change the alternative, meaning that port 81 alternative web server for URL admin rather, right? You could do this, meaning you can change whatever it is. For instance, console, you can change whatever it is you want for this. When you log into another server in the Commserve, for instance, you can change, let's say console, you just give it a different port name and you can log into the console, or if it's like a different server altogether, you could do that, or an IP address altogether, you could do that as well. So yeah, that's a pretty cool features actually. So let's let's uh, let's leave it like it was before actually. Alternatively, you could use another web server if you wanted to, and then you have your FTP server as well. This is if you want to upload files for your FTP server, and then your email server, meaning like I'm going to email Commvault some stuff, right? And it's going to come from this test user and this address. And you can set up your mail port port rather, or mail server port rather, and your mail server mail server actually. So we're going to head back over to our domain controller and finish logging in to the Commserve from that server. So I'm logged into the Commserve, but on the actual Active Directory server. So yeah, that's the difference here. So I'll just show you the two, right? The back one is the Commserve itself, and this guy here, he's the Active Directory server. So you know, what's the point of this? Why do you want to do this? What's the reason? So I think I reiterate, right? You're doing this so that you can log in to the Commserve from somewhere else, meaning your desktop, and you're not putting strain or resources or um, uh, some servers, people don't have like a license to where you can have like as many people logging in as possible. Say you have like, I don't know, 10 Commvault admins or whatever, or 10 people who want to access the Commserve. Well, in this case, you can have them access it because you're not all having to log into the server. And then, the server itself is taking a beating basically because people logging in, and most people just like close it. They don't log out properly, right? So eventually the server will have issues or problems with that. And I've seen it to where even the server will reboot actually in some cases. If you just, I know it's kind of odd and it shouldn't work that way, but it does, unfortunately, sometimes. So in our case, so we're logging into the Commserve for this with another from a different server, basically. Anyway, at any rate, that's how you do it. It's awesome stuff. So thanks for viewing this tutorial.